Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Subsistence Traveling. I'm your host Jay. Today we're talking about opportunities in commercial real estate. There's plenty of opportunity in commercial real estate. Right now I have I think about 13 stocks and even more opportunities exist. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to read the disclaimer. And I encourage that we stay connected. Follow me on Twitter at SubsistenceTRA1. Support Patreon. Donate via PayPal. I have links below. Also, I want to announce that I have the How to Evaluate Stocks beginners course available via Udemy and Patreon coming very soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well. All right, so here's the case for commercial real estate. Fair valuations, low dollar prices, inflation, and multiple uses. As always, the criteria for selecting these stocks, we look at profitability, valuation, liquidity and solvency, dividends, fundamentals of the sector slash industry. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the first is TERRENO Realty, ticker symbol TRNO, priced at $58.41, price to earnings of 61.99, price to book of 2.5, pays a dividend of 1.99%. And this is a good one. They focus on warehouses and industrial real estate. Okay, most of their properties are located in prime markets such as New York, San Francisco, Miami, Los Angeles, basically the big cities. And this is very good, especially over the long term. This can serve as a good hedge against inflation or the devaluation of the dollar. Next is Brookfield Property Partners, ticker symbol BPY, priced at $12.04, price to book of 0.44, pays a dividend of 11.05%. Okay, so the valuation is excellent on this one. Right now they just reported a huge loss. However, I like this one on the long term. They own a lot of office space and also retail space in very prime locations. These are the kind of locations eventually that property will be turned into something or, you know, very good real estate. And they operate globally as well. Next is KIMCO Realty, ticker symbol KIM, priced at $11.98, price to earnings of 11.86, price to book of 1.02, no dividend. Okay, and this one is fairly valued. They own shopping centers. Most of their shopping centers are anchored by supermarkets or some big box retailer. Okay, so definitely something to look into. Next is Cousin Properties, ticker symbol CUZ, priced at $31.36, price to earnings of 45.11, trading at book value, pays a dividend of 3.83%. And this is a one I own this one as well. They own properties mainly in the Midwest and in the South. Okay, and they've seen a huge boost to earnings due to the fact that a lot of companies are relocating to the Sun Belt regions. Store Capital, ticker symbol STOR, priced at $25.26, price to earnings of 27.09, price to book of 1.35, pays a dividend of 5.54%. Okay, and this is a very interesting concept. They focus on properties that are um, single tenant, I think triple net leases. And this should do very well in this kind of environment. Especially right now, I looked on their website and they have a 99% occupancy rate, very diversified. Definitely something to look into. I recently found out about this one because I heard that Warren Buffett has been investing in this company a lot. So I decided to take a look, and the numbers look very good. And yeah, definitely something to take a look at. Very interesting concept in this time when you're dealing with, lots of issues in the commercial real estate space. Okay, so we have Hudson Pacific Properties, ticker symbol HPP, priced at 23.59. 53.50 is the price to earnings ratio. Price book of 1.09, pays a dividend of 4.24%. Okay, so the valuation is fair. This company owns office buildings. All of their properties are located in the state of California. They also own creative properties, properties that are used to, film, movies, and all kinds of creative work. Okay, so definitely something worth looking at, especially if you're in it for the long term. Regency Centers, ticker symbol REG, priced at $42.88. Price to earnings of 87.47. Price to book of 1.19. Pays a dividend of 5.55%. Okay, and this is a REIT that owns shopping centers. All of their shopping centers are located in zip codes that have very affluent, basically in affluent neighborhoods. So most of their properties are in affluent neighborhoods, and they're anchored mostly by supermarkets. So, definitely something worth considering. We have Stag Industrials, ticker symbol STAG, priced at $32.60. Price to earnings of 82.29. Price to book of 2.1. Pays a dividend of 4.42%. Okay, and they focus, as the name implies, on industrial properties nationwide. We have a very interesting one, Innovative Industrial Properties, ticker symbol IIPR, priced at $119.91. Price earnings of 43.13. Price book of 2.34. Pays a dividend of 3.54%. As the name implies, they focus on industrial properties. However, this company helps marijuana, people in the marijuana industries find buildings that they cater a lot to the marijuana industry, because there's so much regulation as to, the kind of buildings that they, can have, or where the buildings can be. And so, very interesting, especially with the explosion of legal and recreational marijuana. Definitely something to worth looking at. We have Highwood Properties, ticker symbol HIW, priced at $38.04. Price earnings of 30.26. Price to book of 1.73. Pays a dividend of 5.05%. This is a office REIT, from what I understand. They own property primarily in the Sun Belt, especially in some of the faster growing cities such as Nashville, Charlotte, Richmond, Atlanta. Um, you know, they own Class A office space in what is considered the best business districts in those particular cities. So definitely with many companies relocating to the Sun Belt, it's definitely something you want to take a look at. We have realty income, ticker symbols O, priced at $61.01. Price earnings of 42.44. Price to book of 2. Pays a dividend of 4.59%. You know, this is another shopping center REIT. Is probably one of the better shopping center REITs out there. Most of their shopping centers are anchored by supermarkets or big box retailers. So, something, that may provide a little stability in their portfolio. We have the Columbia Property Trust, ticker symbol CXP, priced at $12.07. Price to earnings of $127.80. I'm sorry, 127.80. Price to book of 0.54. Pays a dividend of 6.96%. This one is cheap, obviously. They own office buildings, primarily in the prime markets such as New York, Boston, San Francisco, DC, and so forth. The major cities and stuff. This would be a good long-term play. Right now, this kind of, office space in big cities are not the trend right now. But if you have a long-term horizon, I think this is a great opportunity. Last but not least, Duke Realty, ticker symbol DRE, priced at $37.89. Price earnings of 37.90. Price to book of 2.8, and it pays a dividend of 2.48%. This company focuses on logistics, with mostly warehousing, but logistics property. You know, So I guess you could consider it more industrial warehousing, logistics. And they focus. They operate nationwide. Definitely something worth looking at. All right, so here's some other companies worth looking at. You may want to consider. We have Lexington Realty Trust, ticker symbol LXP. They own a lot of warehouses. SL Green, ticker symbol SLG, mainly office space, primarily in New York City. We have City Office REIT, ticker symbol CIO. Kilroy Realty, they ticker symbol KRC. They own real estate primarily in the states of California and Washington. And it varies from office space to retail to, so definitely want to look at Mac Cali Realty, ticker symbol CLI. Vornado Realty, ticker symbol VNO. You also have Monmouth Real Estate Investment, Gladstone Commercial, and Site Centers, ticker symbol SITC. These are ones you could look at, and there are others that I didn't even mention. There were just too many that I couldn't put. Usually I do a list of 10. There were just too many. I can't really put on the list, but these are still some good ones to look at. Remember I tell you my purpose of the videos is to stimulate thought, so hopefully you can go out there and find others that may be suitable for you. All right, so here's my final thought. Industrial warehouses are performing very well. Right now, especially with e-commerce, the explosion in e-commerce right now, industrial and warehousing will do very well, and that's been the best performing sector of the commercial real estate. Current opportunities in secondary markets. All right, so we've been seeing the many companies relocate from the big cities to secondary markets. So A lot of companies are moving away from San Francisco and New York and so forth to markets such as Austin or Charlotte, Atlanta. So that's a trend that we're currently seeing. Long-term opportunities um, in primary markets. Like right now, it may seem as though you don't want to be in San Francisco or New York or DC in these primary markets, but over the long term, I believe those markets will outperform. They always do. Okay, so something to look at. And also, I want you to look at we know inflation is on the horizon, and a lot of us are holding gold and silver. Commercial real estate is also a one way to hedge against inflation. I won't go into the exact details of how that is possible, but commercial real estate, especially warehouses and industrial real estate, can be a hedge against inflation, and it can do very well when you have a declining currency. Okay, so that's something to consider if you want to go ahead and do your own research on that. That's a good thing. So I encourage you guys to stay tuned, like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, support the Patreon, donate via PayPal. Again, I'll have links below. And as I always say, peace to all.